Back, good plays, have them on the move on first down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That's good.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
17-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the 18.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Amari Cooper, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Short throw to Smith. 7 yards, the pickup there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Makes the score Bears 14. Vikings nothing. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
His kick is good. Makes the score Bears 14, Vikings 7. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bears 14, Vikings 7.
The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, the Vikings are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're going to look to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
44-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Amari Cooper on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. That is caught by Cohen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Amari Cooper on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 28, Vikings 10. Albrecht Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Bears take over.
24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes...
And this is caught at the 20.
Yeah, it's on.
Touchdown, Chicago! Amari Cooper, 69 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Vikings
from the gun, Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Minnesota.
Mike 54. Hey, what's that? What's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Who that? Who that?
On first down, Allen going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the 24, Allen. Being chased out left. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Allen. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A 6-yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On play action, Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Zadarius Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
First down.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense as the scouting report?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jerry Tillery able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 27-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
No, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a throw here, hauled in. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Deontay Johnson. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's the reason we bought for.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd down at the 22-yard.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They run. This is Cohen. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
This defensively got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Rosa's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. but it's still ate up time, got points. So, while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. Oh, what a juke into space. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Chicago. Amari Cooper.